What's up, Everyday Blades? Well, it was an interesting week. The website launch didn't go as well as planned. I wanted to talk about that a little bit. One, we definitely had an issue with trolls coming into the post and some of my old fan club, but I am versed enough to know that that's not all the issue. Some really good points were brought up. One, a couple we were already working on, like security and the privacy statement. That stuff was already in the works. So we'll have that up shortly. Number two was the pricing. Now, let me explain the reason for the pricing. Our goal was to recoup our initial investment as quick as possible, right? I kind of struggled over the pricing. There's no handbook on how to launch a knife website. It doesn't. There's nowhere you can go to tell you what to charge. I honestly felt like most people would buy the minimum subscription for $16, and I didn't think that was outrageous, but for what we were offering with the proxy service, so building the website in itself was one. Well, it wasn't one. It was multiple fees. It was stuff I paid for out of pocket personally. But the other things like the proxy service, we're going to install a messenger board, like a wall, things like that. Those are all separate products that I'm paying for out of pocket as well. Now, if we had overwhelming people join the website, yeah, the prices would have been too high. But my biggest fear was, nobody joined the website or very few, and it takes forever to get started. And then, have all this investment out there and months of time and money, thousands of dollars. And, it takes forever to recoup the money. I'm definitely not a wealthy guy by any means. I've even sold a large portion of my knife collection to help pay for this. I believe in it that much. I believe it's wanted. I do listen to what I've heard in the comments, trying to decipher between people causing trouble and people genuinely concerned about stuff was very difficult. But I went through it and read all of it, and we're addressing all those legitimate concerns. I also asked anyone who had any concerns to please message me and talk to me about it. I'm wide open. I'll discuss it with anybody. So I've thought about it long and hard, and we are going to revamp how we've approached this. One, I've got a commitment from a couple of large collectors that are going to upload approximately 100 knives within the next week or so. So we already have, a bulk of knives on there, but we're going to get a good amount of knives on there. Number two, I believe having some type of charge on there is to get in, period, is essential to keep some of the troublemakers out. And that's kind of what's proven on the, posting in my own group. I can't even avoid it, right? So I still believe that. But what I want to do is forget about the 3-month membership, the 6-month membership, the 1 year. Just one flat charge for life. And what that charge will be is $10. Each person paid $10, you're done. That helps us recoup the money for the website, the time, and pay a person to monitor the website full time. Helps us pay for the proxy service. That way, all that stuff will be free to you guys. You won't have to pay anything in the app at all, in the website at all. Other than later when the insurance side comes. The insurance side is not coming yet because of legal reasons. I've had to consult attorneys on all this. I've had to pay attorney's fees throughout this on top of the website fees, and it's a substantial amount of money. So what I'd like to offer is $10 per person to get in for life. No additional charges. I think that's as fair as it can get. It'll still take a substantial amount of time to recoup the money that's been spent on the website. That's fine. I'm good with that. I want this project to succeed. I want a place where I can go look at knives where there's hundreds and hundreds of knives just listed there, or I could search a knife and it just pop up. And this place will do that. I want a proxy service. I do proxy service for members all the time. But what I'm building, I'm doing one right now, a matter of fact. But what I'm building is a system that has its own escrow account that doesn't require human interaction. You go in there and put your information in there, put the money in there. When the person receives the knife, they click and release the money, and it's released to the other person. No human interaction, which means no money. No, we don't have to pay anybody to do that. It's going to work, and it's going to work great. We've already got it down. They're already working on it. But there's a hefty bill coming along due with that too, and I'm fine with that. I don't mind paying it. I've given a lot to this community, and when trolls come in and make accusations of me being dishonest, it's almost laughable to me, because I think I've done as many or more giveaways than anybody I know, and a lot of them I paid for. And I can tell you that all of the items that were given away, I don't even know how many it is. There's like 89 announcements in the announcements, and they're not all giveaways, of course. Probably not even half of them are giveaways, but let's say there's 30. Every bit of that shipping I paid for a priority out of my pocket, and I'm glad to do it. But like I say, I'm not a rich man. I have a job like everybody else. But I love this community. I love this group. And I know this can succeed. I'm asking you guys to put your faith in me and join this website. Give me a few days. The web designers are going to go in there and change the pricing. They're going to put just the one fee on there, and that's it. You're done. We're going to have the privacy statement uploaded. We're going to have the security in place. The reason I didn't worry about security too much is because we're actually not taking any information from you other than your website address and your address, phone number, and your name. And I didn't believe that was sensitive information. I've since found out that is sensitive information. Because most of that stuff is available through a lot of people's Facebook page, but it's still sensitive information. The rest of the information, like payment and all that goes through Square. They have their own privacy policy. So we've integrated ours similar to theirs to cover what they do, because they're an affiliate. They're tagged to this website. So you have protection from them and from us. We'll have security in place to protect you on this side. So we're definitely not trying to get out of anything. We want to do this right. But like I say, there's no handbook. I've had to go by this and wing some of it. But I believe the website turned out great. It just needs great members to join it. Anyway, that's the story. That's where we're at. I hope you guys will get behind it. I believe that you will. I believe that most of you know my character and know that some of the things that these guys say are so outrageously ridiculous. That's why some of it I don't even respond to. It's laughable. Who would give away products to the community over and over and over and over and run a page and do things that were dishonest? I would never do that. Ever. Never have scammed anyone. I believe everyone that's bought a knife from me has been happy, and I have sold hundreds and hundreds of knives. It's just a fact. I don't remember. I believe I had one person message me back, maybe two. One messaged me, and it was about 45 days after I sold him a knife, and told me there was some scratches on it. Well, obviously there's not a thing in the world I can do about that. Another guy messaged me when he got the knife and expected it to be in better condition. I immediately refunded his money and he sent the knife back. That's just the way I do business. the spotlight is on me more than most. I can't afford to do any type of bad business, anything other than above board, because there's literally all of these trolls watching everything I do. I don't know how they find the time, to be honest with you, but it's part of the internet. It is what it is. It's it's entertainment, some of it. But anyway, I'm asking you guys to give me a few days. I'll make another video. We'll get this website up. We'll run through it. I'll show you how it works, show you what it does, and we can get this thing popping. Guys, thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.